let's start off the top of the list here. When Marion County, they get their ballot measures, they're going to see the governor, well, yeah, on the top of the list.
Yes, Dennis Richardson.
Okay.
Yeah.
And as a conservative, you think, what about him?
As a conservative, I think Dennis Richardson will make a 1,000% better governor than we've had in 30 years. I'll say right off the top of my head, he's probably not as conservative as I am, but that's okay. He doesn't need to be. I think he'll move the needle in the right direction.
Okay.
And I have absolutely no qualms about voting for Dennis Richardson or supporting his campaign.
Wow. So he's probably not as conservative as I am, because I'm really conservative.
Yeah.
But boy, I've met him. I love him. He's nice, humble,
honest. You can't not like Dennis.
Yeah.
You might take an issue with some of his politics, but I think he's as close as he needs to be for me. That's for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I think next on the list would be a U.S. Senator.
Yeah.
Okay.
Monica Webby is our candidate.
Yep.
And I've taken some heat lately. When the gay marriage ad that she put out came out a few days ago, I got a number of phone calls, a number of messages. And some people are still going to vote for her, but they were just, they might not put out a sign. Other people have told me that they might leave the party because of this.
I'll just say one thing. Please, next time, if you're a conservative, don't vote for somebody that has the most money that's able to weasel in there. Vote for a conservative, please. Let's be a little smarter, in my opinion. Okay. U.S. Congressman.
In our district, Marion County, I think, is almost entirely Congressional District 5. And our candidate is Tootie Smith, who's a current Clackamas County Commissioner. She's also a former representative, I believe, in House District 19. Which is also Marion County, and she's been around a long time. And
and you like her?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Conservative. Honest.
Honestly, not super.
Okay.
Not super.
But you recommend voting for her?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I do. Yeah,
Okay.
I think she'll. I think she'll do a better job than Schrader. And and Schrader is not completely off the left deep end. He plays this game every election season where he becomes, the fiscal hawk and a blue dog Democrat. And a lot of people believe that. He's not nearly as entrenched with the far left as Merkley is. Merkley is, he's Obama light.
Yeah.
So.
Yep. Big problem.
Yeah.
All right. So, what's next?
What's next is our
state senate and state.
Our state representatives, our state house districts. We have a little bit of District 17. Sherry Springer, good voting record, wouldn't hesitate to vote for.
Okay.
Okay. We have House District 18.
Okay.
Which is my district.
Okay. Oh, and that's the one that you should have been in.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
all right.
Yeah.
What are you going to do? Leave it blank? Or
I'll probably write my own name in.
Okay. There you go.
Yeah.
Great idea.
I don't leave anything blank.
Okay. Write in David Darrell. Maybe that's what I'll do for U.S.
Darnell.
Senate. I'll write my name in. Or Darnell, I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's all right.
Veronica Newfer for U.S. Senate.
Anyways, our candidate is Vic Gilliam, and he's looking for a fourth term.
Okay.
And Vic is he's been conservative. Vic was appointed by the county party to fill Mac Sumner's position, who became ill and died. And so, the county party put him in there. But over the years, he's drifted and taken a lot of votes with the Democrats, and that's why I primaried him. PCPs came to me and say, hey, look, we need a choice. We're not happy.
What's the worst thing that you see him left on?
He sponsored the bill to rewrite the driver's card ballot initiative, tinker with that referendum, which has never been done in 100 years, which every major leftist newspaper said that's way too far over the line to even consider that.
Okay. And so now that you've pointed out that fallacy in your opponent, is there any conservative thing you'd like to see him keep?
Well, you know, he's not a Democrat. He's just like I've said earlier. I'm an 7 or 8 out of or 9 out of 10 guy. When you start getting into 5 or 6, maybe I might not support you as much as I do when you're at 7 or 8. Depending on the legislative session, elected officials, representatives, senators can move. You know, I mean, they can have one session where they're they're voting with Democrats half the time, and then the very next session, they're voting, right down the Republican Party line. So.
Okay, so you never know.
You never know. I mean, all of our elected people are, in fact, people.
Yeah.
And you know how we are. We're flawed.
Yeah, yeah. And, they also play little tricks in there
Sure.
to tag things on bills and.
Yeah, and trade votes for other votes. They'll go yes on a Democrat vote, and hopefully that a Democrat will go yes on the Republican bill. Though I'm not sure that happens as much as it should.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, who's next?
Next is House District 19, which was vacated by now Commissioner Kevin Cameron. And,
oh, right.
Yeah, and we appointed Denise Bowles to fulfill that term, though she's not running in the November election. We have a great candidate in Jody Hack.
Good.
Yeah. Jody was, I think, recruited, by the House caucus, and I think they found probably the biggest winner that they may have found. I like Jody Bailey, too, out of 51, but Jody Hack, I have a good feeling about her. I met her and talked to her, and she looks me straight in the eye, and I think, I think she's more like us than some of the other people. So
good. Okay. Anybody else? Any other numbers as reps?
House District 20, we have Kathy Goss. I don't know Kathy that well.
Okay.
She's our Republican nominee. Of course, I'm not in there, so I can't vote for her. And she's running against a fairly legitimate Democrat candidate, Paul Evans. That's going to be a tough race for her. It's not going to be a slam dunk. And then in House District 21, we have Beverly Wright. I do not know Beverly Wright either. In House District 22, which is just south of me, Woodburn, and goes all the way down into Salem. That's currently held by one of the most liberal progressive Democrats that we have in Salem, Betty Comp. If you look at her voting record, it's far left. Now, we lost that by 450 votes in 2010. We went backwards in 2012, lost it by 950 votes. But in this particular election season, we have a really great candidate in Matt Geiger. He's a local businessman. He coaches football at the school. Very well known in the community, involved in the community, young guy. And I'd like to see him win, because that'd be a net win for us in the House.
Okay.
We'd pick that up.
In 22.
In House District 22.
Okay. We have less than 5 minutes left, so.
House District 23, Mike Neerman, primaried out, a Republican rhino.
Yeah, Mike Neerman.
Yeah, solid guy.
Okay, you
Love
said.
him.
He's not a rhino.
No,
right. He beat the rhino.
He beat the rhino.
Jim, who made some compromises to his peril. So Mike Neerman, he's going to be on the show here in a couple weeks.
Oh, good,
so,
you love him.
Okay, good. I haven't met him yet, but.
And then House District 25, which encompasses, it doesn't come out of McMinnville, but it goes Newburgh.
Bill Post.
But it's in, Bill Post, yeah.
Okay. Okay, we to the senators now?
Yes, we
Okay.
only have one senator race, and that is Jackie Winter. No,
Okay.
gosh, what am I saying? We have two. We have three. Jackie Winters, been in there a long time. She's going to win.
Good. Just a area, she's popular enough and
Yeah.
confident. Okay.
Kim Thatcher.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
She's going to win, too.
Gosh, I sure hope so.
I
Well, I know she will, but she's doing Larry George's spot. But she's a good, solid conservative vote. Now, the most important one is Patty Milne, who's former Marion County Commissioner. Kevin Cameron filled her vacated spot. She is solid, conservative, down to the core. She is a no-compromise person, and she's running in House District or Senate District 11 to defeat Peter Courtney, who's the president of the Senate and's been there longer than anybody.
Wow, I should look into her. She sounds great.
Yes, you'd like to have her on a show. You would.
Okay.
You'd love her.
Okay, yeah, thanks for mentioning that. I'll do that after the election, because now we don't, but what's her name again?
Patty Milne, M-I-L-N-E.
Okay, so she sounds great, so remember that.
Yeah.
Okay, are we 2 commissioners now?
We have 2 commissioners running. All of our commissioners are Republicans. We have Kevin Cameron, and we have
Yeah,
Janet Carlson.
he's already in there though, right?
Yes, but he was appointed to fulfill a vacancy, but he has to win in November to remain a commissioner.
Okay, and then who's the other one?
Janet Carlson, who's
Okay.
been a commissioner for some time and is running for re-election.
Okay, so you don't see a problem with either of them winning?
No, they both came up through the party. You know, they're pretty close to the people, and we like that.
Okay, and since we only have a minute or so left, but there's no ballot measures in
No.
Marion County? Okay, now, since we have less than a minute, is there anything they're going to get that's more statewide ballot measures you want to point out?
No on 88. Illegal aliens should not have driving privileges in Oregon.
Okay,
No on 91. You can not want marijuana for a variety of reasons. You know why I don't want it?
why?
Because it increases the size of government.
Yeah, yep, more crime, more this, more that, yep.
Yeah.
Yep, keep your marijuana in your house, please.
The big one,
we don't
though,
need it in public.
Measure 90, top 2 primary. It puts up the primary process to the person with the most money.
Yeah,
It will kill politics in Oregon.
yep, that's what I heard.
Yeah.
Okay, and that's yes or no? I know sometimes they're a little
No on
confusing.
90, no on 88, and no on 91.
You said 88 or 89?
88.
Okay. Okay. Well, get any last words?
Thank you for having me on your show.
Okay, thank you. It was nice to meet you, and if people like you, want to keep up with you, you're my Facebook friend, so.
You can find me on Facebook. You can find Marion County on Facebook. You can find me on Twitter.
Okay.